All right. So did you come up with an answer for how to make this repeat? Um, if you did, great. If you didn't and you want a hint, the hint is use a while loop. Okay, so pause right now if that's like, oh my gosh, you thought of something, and try it out. And then you can restart it after you've tried it a little bit. All right, assuming you have paused and come back or not, we're going to continue on. So the hint is use a while loop. So if you think about this flow, when we don't get a number, it prints this out, but then it is the end of our function right here. It just doesn't return anything. And again, I don't want to return nonsense because that doesn't help me. I want to make you do it again. So here, what if I did while true? So you're locked in this function call until you give me a valid floating point number. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad. So if I run this now, let's check this out. What's your first name? Well, it's Tony Low. And height in inches. You must provide a number. You must provide a number. You must provide a number. So far, so good. It's failing every one of these bad cases. The big test is, what if I give it a number? Ah, it worked. Oh, you must provide a number. Last name. You must provide a number. Okay, well, the eval, again, tricked. 0.02. Hey, it accepted that. And so it works there for a wide variety of numbers right there. That's pretty cool. That's working well. Um, let me throw one more wrinkle at you. Now that you sorted that out, let me run it here. Think of another test case that you could give it here. So we've been doing pretty well. There are other test cases. I could put in numbers here, and I'm not going to. There are ways of checking this. It's beyond what we need to look at right now. But you put in those values. What if I put in my height as 0? And then what if I put in my weight as -5? Okay, well, first of all, divide by 0. So height squared ain't going to work. If I run it again, I can fix that first one. Like not I can't fix it in code, but what I can do is not put it in there. Height is equal to, well, let's make the height -5 and the weight -5. So now my BMI is -140. That doesn't jive so well, right? It doesn't necessarily solve all the problems, but I can say, hey, I'm going to get this required float. But what I can do is I can continue on inside of there. So I could either add logic right here that says, hey, once it's height, then I can say, okay, well, is it greater than 0? Or I can add logic to this one that says I get required positive float and then add logic here. Or what I'm going to try is I'm going to say def get get positive float prompt. All right. So true. Oops. While true. It's going to be the pattern I'm going to follow every single time on this. I'm going to loop you forever. So while true, try. Nope, I don't need to try. I apologize. Answer is equal to get required float. I'm going to call the one I already have. I've already figured out how to get a valid float inside of there. Prompt. Pass along the same prompt. If answer is greater than 0, we don't want it to be equal to 0. It's a positive. You could say positive non-zero if you want to be more specific. But sorry, I'm doing my Java C++ coding again. So if answer is greater than 0, return answer. Otherwise, I can do an else or not here, because if it does the first one, it's automatically going to leave this function. But I like else here. It feels cleaner when I put an else here. Else, print you must provide a number greater than 0. All right. So that's a nice little addition right here. But in order to do that, I have to change this to be get positive float. Right here. I'm going to change the other one as well. We want them both to be positive. You can't be negative inches tall. You can't be negative weight. So, oh, invalid syntax. Sorry, I forgot my colon here. I do that a lot. Maybe you're better at it than me by now. So what's your first name? Tony. Last name, Low. Oh, what did I do? Get positive float is not defined. Oh, let's positive. Positive. There you go. POSI. Yes, I spelled that one wrong. That's one thing love about other languages. It wouldn't get this far. I wouldn't start typing in user inputs in other languages, but it's Python. Python is loved by many people. I am not going to criticize it too much. 72, 195. There you go. So TL, that's working. So I haven't broken anything. Let's check another bad test case. I like to test does the core work first. So Tony, Low, height is -5. Must be greater than 0. 0. Must be greater than 0. Excellent. 0.000001. Hey, that's greater than 0. It takes it. This one will work the same way, but 0.0000. Oh, must be greater than 0. 0.000001. Hey, my BMI is 7. So there you go. That is the ant scale BMI for you. All right. Again, go off and build this, practice it. If you want a challenge, and I'm not going to make you go through another video on this, but as a bonus here for all of you who are striving to get B's and A's, take not only a positive float, but allow the user to pass in a maximum value. And if you want to be really fancy, a minimum and a maximum value. Instead of just being a positive float, you can just say pass in float within a range or something like that. Maybe we'll do that in class. Maybe we'll play with it a little bit further. I could do this, forever, but the pattern hopefully you see is the same, where you can check a number of things, and you could really start to have a really robust program here. It's going to be hard to find a way to break this as a user. The program is fairly robust and clever. It's not really, there's some good patterns here for taking user input. It's not even that you have to follow this pattern alone. There's other ways of managing user input, but it's about putting these pieces together, loops and if statements, and now we introduce the try catch option for solving problems. And that's really the clever part here, and why I love these videos of building things live, is you can start to see how things come together and then build them and then understand the rationale of why I put them together that way. So again, build this through. Plenty of good exercise to work through to apply these ideas. And so good luck, and let me know if there's any questions on how to put these together.